I'm inferring that you were referring to two exchanges you had with the Prime Minister.
Absolutely.
Where you were telling him you weren't going to run in the next election. And you said in both instances that he got hostile. How was he hostile?
So I want to add to that quote. So his quote talked about his leadership and his open environment. And then the next sentence said, and Miss Wilson-Raybould did not come to me. That perception that he gave to Canadians was not my reality. My reality was when I phoned him, when I spoke to him on the phone, there was yelling. And I reciprocated that. I'm going to own that. You start yelling at me, I'm going to push back. The area where I think, and that was the yelling part. So then we had another meeting, a broader meeting, and without disclosing caucus confidentiality, we're talking about trust and building our team and doing what we needed for the greater good of Canadians. And throughout that meeting, I felt really terrible about the exchange that we had. So I wanted to reconcile and say, look, you know, the meeting that we had wasn't the greatest, and you know, let's try to bury the hatchet. And that was met with even more hostility. It was the glare. It was the sort of, you know, stomping off. And then I realized that when he was talking about trust and team and the greater good, he was not referring to me.
How often, as an elected politician, did you receive racist remarks or threats via social media or even through the mail?
Oh, I would say weekly basis. Yeah, and the more I started talking up about issues, the more it came. So when I talked about my mental health issues, you know, it was more an attack on my character. Well, maybe you shouldn't be there if you can't handle it. Maybe, you know, if you have mental health issues, you should stay at home. Give the job to someone else who can handle it. You do not have thick enough skin. As I started talking about equity and justice and, you know, wearing my braids and doing things in terms of gender, race, equity, then it became an issue of attacking my skin, attacking who I am as an individual.